the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Office of the Special Prosecutor Yewra Kissi Agyebeng Nsem Ebetudwa for the ongoing trial at the Republic versus Mustafa Alhaji Hamid and 9 others. Na se osoutie ensema OSP Kissi Agyebeng Ebetudwa for former Nanado appointee Mustafa Hamid na kamea se eni enyan ana ase OSP enukwasen kwode nsem sei eba betudwa efa Mustafa Hamid ehu na nsema odebetudwa no enene Mustafa Hamid lawyers aba abonten aba set down the record straight I disgrace OSP Kissi Agyebeng ye pa na ne wokosi sendwumadie so ana obi krata aba beto abonten no obi edi emunsem nyina atudwa ma Ghana fo yenyina yenso atibi kamea se OSP Kissi Agyebeng ene Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine kamea se omode esan se ese case bi ba na ebeko court na omo ede akọ court na court judge no omode ombe press conference na omabu enipa no kum for on press conference a obeye na ne se utie lawyers nsem omde abetudwa ana reply a omde kwama OSP na Nsem-Pii TV for Nsem-Pii for oma disgrace OSP Kissi Agyebeng big time o de Agyebeng yenti ensema obi edetudwa abra ode emunsem nyina etudwa on live radio.
Anonim said there is this back and forth between the Office of Special Prosecutor and Alhaji Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid in the case of the Republic versus Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid and 9 others. I think the OSP issued statement and made some claims in the statement against Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid. The lawyers issued statements here na almost say we remain counsel for Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid in the case of the Republic versus Mustafa Abdul Hamid and 9 others currently under investigation and prosecution by the OSP. Our attention has once again been drawn to a publication on the official Facebook page of the OSP purporting to list assets allegedly traced or linked to the above mentioned case. Predictably and consistent with the OSP's regrettable pattern of trial by publicity, this publication appears deliberately crafted to create public confusion and unjustly associate our client with assets he has absolutely no connection to. We wish to state categorically and without qualification that Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid neither owns, partly owns, controls, nor has any form of interest, connection, or linkage whatsoever to any of the assets published by the OSP. None of the assets listed can, by any stretch of evidence or logic, be traced to or associated with him. It is telling that the OSP, despite repeated public pronouncement and social media publications, has not once been able to clearly or directly assert that these assets belong to Dr. Abdul Hamid. This silence speaks volumes and exposes the publication for what it is, a sensational diversion unmoored from fact or evidence. We challenge the OSP to act with transparency by identifying the true owners of the asset he has published and to desist from the convenient practice of cloaking ambiguity in the name of the Republic versus Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid and 9 others, merely to create false impressions. We take the pain to remind the OSP once again that his statutory duties demand candor, restraint, and professionalism. Not publicity stunt or speculative storytelling, not to engage in media theatrics or to substitute evidence with innuendos. To persist in this path is to erode public confidence in an office that was once expected to rise above petty politicking and perform its statutory mandate with honesty. Our client will not be the scapegoat of such theatrics. Should the OSP remain on this course, we shall not hesitate to respond appropriately, both in the court of law and in the court of public opinion. We reiterate in the clearest terms that none of the assets or businesses published by the OSP, whether on social media or elsewhere, belong to, are owned by, or are in any way connected to Dr. Abdul Hamid Mustafa Ekanedeho, Hanifa Yaya Esquire, for Hay and Partners at Law, and our omodi statement we Ede Abba. There's another statement so on the state. Aka said, and this from the presidency communications. State funeral for former First Lady. The government of Ghana, under the auspices of the President John Dramani Mahama, will hold a state funeral for the late former First Lady, Mrs. Nana Konadu Agyebeng-Rawlings, on Friday, 28th November 2025 at the Independence Square. The state funeral is in recognition of Mrs. Rawlings' invaluable contributions to the advancement of the rights of women and children in Ghana and national development. Inti the Honorable Felix Kwachio Fosu and an Nsa Eshe statement way as a minister in charge of government communications. Nana, it's all about studio Hanache.
Actually, last time by Neo
Sure.
Yeah.
But I said, Bibi
Pachan. A course in the same quan. Oh, yeah,
win with Baumia.
Win with Baumia, vote 3. It's good to be back here. Good evening to listeners and watchers. I shall phone it if you campaign dear Dr. Ray, he's done 5 regions so far. Na utie dianko for kan sebe, you know for sure the MPP delegates knew what they want. They be a mekase obi ka say oh no so ni me din ko ansem be nkre
no say obeka PRC call una be busa me but we nka topic no obi pajo nka topic no
o de mani nwie we announce when yakwa ka PRC call why akosi atraso ma
so because say obi insagunichi before they do what they want, especially when it comes to presidential primaries or any sort of primaries or MPP one. Now, Rebecca saying you don't know what you are saying. MPP delegates are the most sophisticated delegates. They Nsem-Pii the bet to they will do what is best for the party. And history has shown say they've never gotten it wrong, and they are determined say present obia sabi asemi nini ho na ho fama ni obua any odo or manipa money edemu fo odemu ba kuchese preko pe nipa ba kupe owo timi on fa party ni nkosi boni ngu party ni mfia na se party ni masi anyway ono Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. He's been consistent, he's been committed, he's been selfless, and he's ready again to represent the party. Na delegates unso de sebe ya kan sembebre atupa peisua wenya kwenya woyano, and they are content and they are happy with messenger or they call round no messenger say they be here and say engine to last and ba because democracy is expensive and sometimes very difficult, but culture be mo obi lu super no nti ne ho ase lose I saw to ho ase join the fold, make the party contribute. Even lose to be contributing meaningfully. Who knows, the next time no a bit more better also. So once it happens that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 31st January I'm saying so because famous and yet people are complaining, people are suffering. Last year at the studio here na miame mami otiminche me aunt ba kupe pena sempa oka se dokunu bro chese ohun do chese dokunu bro yedin kai sim bizanzo to dokunu we no senior American embassy nam se pre kupe the next time we ba studio high biza omuka say the price of kenke then and now no akosro no obi say ondi dokunu obi and that is what they are some about because me buy and it is important that me they are dream part because it's for God's children in Ghana. Yes, the suffering and the discontent, the despondency among Ekomono, and you'd wish that
so can the same people for me Ghana
they talk at home. At the end,
at the end of the day, who be here.
Yes.
Say, Sebe, obi beton a message na opese okaso opeso DSO. Na to be fulfilling the promises in pra Sebe. There should be some contrition, be some humility be. I say kwa okasa condescension be a nano ya studio ha. Nupenu.
Yeah, Anthony Nupenu, yes.
Oh, last time in Nishawa, it was a beautiful conversation where he called out his party, said, task force I deal with see no some galamsey. Every 3 months they are being changed because within 2 weeks on the corner. Now
it be my compromise.
On my compromise I say near ma so they are left to no option than to change them. And this is he's calling out his party. And that boldness we have to acknowledge it because galamsey insure a different connection doesn't go to NDC homes. It goes to the homes of Ghanaians. On Tobacco it affected you, Otu Kwaswa it affects you. So the IFM is important to my party. Let's come together and forge ahead and rally behind the ultimate winner. Media meaning said Dr. Obewene. Fair, firmly, 31st January he would win. Na yembe say meaning the opposite of reset. But say reset he pa motoma yen yetim sisia. Any omudia a digana for any pan, and we have to call them out and ensure the right thing is done for the future and progress of the state.
Your WhatsApp number is 0548-443-523. 0548-443-523. Nana jam to abebemna answer pa better saying.
Ayo. Na zizi mpajom de jabema otiefo tiama wan kasa so
na che
me shawo sa me so ma fo so ujame ho obi ujame ho me hwehwe sa me hu me ba fe me hu wo mo nkrokro me mo so anu mo tiatia me sa mo se wa ba se me ni age o kama me ni age pa na pa cho ayi kosi mi penance mba mi ni enu die na so nsem bi o keka o ha
sisi
emfa kwan ultimate mpa cho me fa nchi ankoma ayi anti marieta
legal counsel
yes anti marieta me chia me kwa pro ntini me munyo ni na no ye bampo omunya amafe o mu shamima nyina mai gu ho no a Flagstaff house ye babies ye ne yakọ ne eba ye boy adwuma ma his excellency mahama die ya ne yakọ na chief of staff me chair president so ankasa me ko 2 months ni me ko 2 months ni ma ba pros ha na ye nu echi na ye be land from wa na de ba
we PRC
adwuma ko public hearings na de ba ko ye me den se time ayiko wana ne mpanyimfo no na kwan no from tamale to wa boga to wa to na hawo mo pa na enu president ko kate so yes na me so make catch am say me de manu betum na
project
yes
but funding was secured under us
whatever it is you started I don't know you funding is secured no but what I say
umbe here say be be die
wa kwato makodi je ni went me anya nkwa obi abaye asenkwan na ye media wa asem akosi kikan what be that
okay na say we acknowledge you
yeah minti
92 kilometers
ya minimum say ye kwan ye minti da na what I say meti asembi na yi kaka se ukasa ti se de bibia ye kama he kosi me penti ato from hwehwema ye friend ni say what did they make enti hwe asema kosi keka no he meti ase eme krampo no for the first time me can be my excellency ba umia say ne nkrofo no say wonye oye NDC ni ti wori ye nti no oye NDC ni na na me kokohwehwe I say nipa okan asante achem south MP no so oye NDC ni no onye da you are outsider inti chese NPP for minim da so mani afra it would be ni partner say from 208 ebesi ne into anka ho a wonim afa no wahu so NDC ni just worry ye this NDC de ade efa nyi omo fe worry ye de NDC ni ati asem we bi da say ne yire so ye ne yire na no mo si wo ye the most beautiful well dressed good English speaking
na say nyi omo na eka she actually is and now we
fulani ni
no onye beautiful
da bi na me tia so almost we fulani ni
yeah be market ka sans
and to no munim so you outside or you foreigner It was how divided against itself shall not stand.
Yes, never.
Bible na kan yo nya me na meka. Kosi amana lukusi aye fine same bi ani ho. Enso mo amo party for so won kam ho. Yakoto about na to number 3.
Yeah, o trouble my balloting.
And the balloting ya battle.
Okay. Okay.
I see her say your friend is saying Nsem-Pii.
Yeah.
Say 1 2 3 go. Where you some? Wait, I ask some can say 1 2 3 go. Wow, party for Asante Achem South MP of stronghold of MPP. Otimika bien and no can same way. Party ni bia mama me can say a chain am tell so can be
you. Issue statement.
Issue the statement. There be no papa no ya member on your party member. So a party ba our MP. Otimika same way ya won say sometimes nkofo ko tan ba bi kasa. Ba ku bi wo ma no abeka. We need a be more. We need partner from 208. Safe de muso ya outsider. The way ni party where your party ni partner. Ba o mi akra no ho ya mmanwa. Obi no ho ya mmanwa. Party where ya wo koyire no ho so ko lead the party mi minti bi da. Hwe de omo de ya o. Hwe. Obi mi person na kasa. Ya ko na la rugu krampo. Ekwanya ye de ko na la rugu.
To.
Minua. Also secures ayi. Se sa northern Ghana hia wanka we secure funding ke immediately na the social abofom. Obi me na mka kire wo. Ekwan ye of rose na kosi hene. Nti we ba umia we me kan mo se de. Ba umia mo hu ni so ye mate. Omo age atunu hu so ye mate. Wo mo hu ni so ye mate. Oti ase omo nyina omo si omo amedra ho ne yempam no wonko lu so a wo mabio ana omo ka kire no yakoka mo se mienka afede ba umi aye ndisi ni minti bi da wo ya outsider it is a what one wani hu ade eni ti na kuro no yes because no omo hu ade se ba umi in their own background they could not see.
Obi, I think she's gone on and on a tangent.
Especially
because Obi, you interrupted
What is the point? It's not determined. My point, maybe I'm
because you're introducing something that is not even in okay. But
how do you debunk this? Obianka. I'm just reiterating what me I heard and I saw. Let me move you by force. Hey, the question person time and yana. Yes, I'm not getting my penny. Say question person time and what has it baby that? Aseme hia me na me meka oti ase entinu woman kasa kan se we number 2 me who trajectory we ya no makwa for mu eye friend sen omu spokespersons yesi wo mu ba be ka adwuma flag bearer person ye
yes
pacho hana ye hwenanim MPP for sure many some beto aba mu bi Ghana for adenti no mo nkasa metena sen kan kire ye because they say his excellency Mahama wa lift bar no se kosi be kan so won kan ene 54 against 8%. Look at the difference. At a point, here inflation is 54%, and then 8. 8. How do you say nipa no onye adwuma? Me were opposition to me, I'm okay so obekeka.
Ocean from 54 and 8 now. You are not being fair.
From
the figure you took over.